Hi there, my name is Caroline. I'm a physiotherapist and a yoga teacher. And today I'd like to talk to you a little bit about what to do if you have got acute back pain or if you feel your back has gone, as in pinged, put your back out, my back's gone, that kind of thing. A little bit of advice about what to do in that situation. So the first thing you want to do is just to really, make a decision as to whether you want to go and get your back assessed properly and looked at by a qualified health professional. Now, pain on its own is not actually a very reliable measure of tissue damage in the body. There can be a lot of pain, high levels of pain, and actually not that much tissue damage, especially in the back, because it's a very highly sensitive structure. The muscles, the joints, all the connective tissue in that area is very highly innervated, big nerve supply. So it sometimes doesn't take very much of an injury to cause a huge amount of pain in the back. So pain on its own is not always a good indicator of whether you need to definitely go and get seen and looked at. Anything that is more unusual, out of the ordinary, different symptoms, things like a lot of pain going down one or both of your legs, numbness, tingling, pins and needles in the legs or the feet, numbness in the genitals area, the saddle area, any disturbance of your bladder or bowel function, anything out of the ordinary, or if you've been feeling generally unwell. Another reason, or anything like that, I would say yes, definitely go and get it looked at, go and get it checked out. Or if the pain has come on after a high impact injury, for example, road traffic accident, car crash, or a fall from a height. Anything where there's been a high impact traumatic injury, the back is sore, or if you have any of those funny business going on, bladder, bowels, legs, weakness in the legs as well, anything like that, definitely go and get it seen. If the pain may be severe, but if it's really localized in the back area, I'm going to give you some advice for what to do about that. The first thing is try not to panic. Backs, like I said already, backs are sensitive structures. They can be very, very sore with not much tissue damage. And the more we worry about the pain that's there, the more our muscles are likely going to tense up and spasm to hold and protect that area. So if you don't have any of that funny business going on, know that likely the injury is not something sinister or severe, even with high levels of pain. The next thing I would suggest would be to take painkillers. Now, a lot of people say, I don't like taking painkillers, it just masks the pain, it doesn't solve the problem, I want to keep an eye on it. That's fine, that's fine. But although I would say the painkillers don't treat the root of the injury or the problem, what painkillers do is they allow you to relax a little bit and they allow you to move a little bit more normally. And it's these two things, a little bit of relaxation, a little bit of normal movement, which will actually speed up your healing process. So if you are in a lot of pain and you don't want to take painkillers, know that you'll probably take longer to heal because your back is going to be rigid and solid. It's not going to be able to move normally. So yeah, just take the painkillers, whatever works for you. And within the guidelines, as many as you need to try and get comfortable. Even if you need to go and visit your doctor to get something stronger for pain, do that. Great idea. The second thing, or the third thing rather, normal movement. Normal movement. I'm talking about things like walking around your home, going up and down stairs, making a cup of tea, standing up and sitting down from a chair. Normal, everyday, day-to-day things, moving around, walking around as normal, gentle, everyday movement is going to help. Yes, it may be uncomfortable at first, but know that as long as you're not doing anything crazy, Just normal movement will help the tissues to begin to heal and to normalise and everything to begin to settle down. Movement is good. You don't even need to do any specific exercise in the very acute phase, when it's just like you've just done it. It's the first 1, 2, 3 days after an injury, your back's gone, it's gone into spasm. You don't need to do any specific exercises, really. I know I'm a physio, I should be giving you exercises, but actually just normal movement around your house. That's all you need. Don't worry about anything else. Relax, move. Which brings us on to the fourth thing. Relax. Try to relax. When you're lying down, when you're resting, when you are sitting, when you're in bed, try and get as comfortable as possible. I mean, it goes without saying, makes sense really, but try and allow your body to relax. A lot of the pain that we get in an acute back injury, most of the back injuries that I see are muscular. Back strain, muscle strain, pulled muscle in the back. They can cause an enormous amount of pain. They can be excruciating, but normally it's muscular. And what happens is the rest of the muscles all around the whole area, quite big area around the back, all contract to protect the little area that's been damaged, the little area that's been strained. And a lot of the pain that we get in an acute back injury is not even so much from the injury itself, it's from the spasm that comes around to protect the area. Now, we need a little bit of that spasm to just, as I said, to protect and allow things to heal. But as much as possible, try and keep things relaxed. Even in other areas of the body, like relax your neck, relax your shoulders, relax your face, relax your legs, relax where you can. And that will have a kind of overall effect on your whole system. The last thing, I think we're on point number 5, something like that, is to breathe. Now, this is probably the one thing that I see that makes the biggest difference to most of my clients that I see in this particular situation. So what you will find when you're in acute pain, when you move, there is a natural tendency to hold the breath, sharp intake of breath, hold the breath throughout the movement, and you can see when you do that, all this does is encourages more tension in the body, and it also puts the nervous system on a bit of red alert. It sends warning signals to the nervous system, danger, danger. And so it means that if you're moving around in that way, holding the breath, tensing up every time you move, the pain is going to be much more heightened, because your nerves are like, whoa, what's going on? What's going on? There's danger, there's danger. So all I say to people is when they're moving, when they're doing an activity or a movement that brings on pain, first of all, observe your breath, notice what it's doing. If you have that tendency to draw in, hold the breath, tense up, and just breathe. Just breathe, nothing fancy, no fancy breath exercises or anything, but just try and keep your breath smooth and steady as you're moving. And exhale is more useful. So if you really need to focus on doing something specific, breathing out as you're moving is the best thing. And now that's not going to have like a magic wand, so the first time you do that the pain is going to go away, obviously not. But what it does, it will have a cumulative effect on the nervous system in particular, and it reassures the nerves, the nervous system, the tissues even, that the normal, natural, everyday movements that you're doing, walking around as normal, are safe and normal, and the pain signals will begin to dampen down. So breathing through any uncomfortable movements is super, and it sounds like such a small thing. You might think that's not going to make any difference. Try it and see. Trust me, it's worked for a lot of people, and it's more powerful than you would think. Yeah, I think that's all. As I said at the start, anything worrying about any back pain, any worrying features, or if that very intense acute pain does not settle down in a few days with the advice that I've given you, then obviously go and get it checked out by a qualified medical professional. Otherwise, any comments, questions or feedback that you have for me on here, I will be delighted to have and will answer. Okay, thank you guys. Have a lovely day. I hope your back feels better soon. And if you want any little other tips on different parts of your body, little yoga practices for back pain, breathing practices or anything else along those lines, physio, yoga type stuff, you can have a little look at the rest of my channel. Bye for now.